For the next few minutes, we're going to engender a sense of family, because that's what we are. We're the Bayport family. We have enough drinks to go around each and every one, and lots of finger food, so please, welcome and enjoy. For them to be able to share with us your fondest memories of Madam Angela and Mr. Kofi Edu Mensa. Hello sir, my name is Jerry. You are? Mr. Anaman. You work at Bayport?
Sure.
How long have you been with Bayport? 12 years. You must be a Mugabe. 12 years. Share with us your fondest impressions of MD and MD.
Oh, we are very wonderful people, and we are fathers and mothers to us. And we pass through so many and we are going to miss them. We are going to miss them. We are going to miss them all the best. Yes, it's been very wonderful. We were just young boys starting working with them, and they have trained us to become who we are today. So it's an appreciation for them. Thank you.
It's always a good you were young boy. Nice to meet you, Mr. Anaman. Now let me get to the slide. Hello, sir. My name is Jerry. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the boss point service in the building. Make some noise. Oh, Mr. Lugansa. 6 3, bring it down, bring it down. Just give us instrumental. How does it feel on a day like this?
I'm inspired. So happy that was so sad. But the appropriate time I was playing.
Exactly. But what are your expectations for tonight?
We are on, even though we are little, we want to therefore it's a very big night. All the people to enjoy the amounts.
And certainly that's what we'll have. We welcome you to the party of your life. here together with your managing director. Ladies, let's see some smiles. Bayport smile. Another look on you, glad you did. And right about now, it's time for Bayport Pioneers. Celebrating life, work, and legacy, so well preserved by these two, yours and mine, the Managing Director and Deputy Managing Director of Bayport's Savings and Loans. My name is Jerry Ajololo, and on behalf of this great company, I welcome you very warmly to this grand celebration. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, everything has been provided so that we can have a blast, because after 12 long years, ladies and gentlemen, these two are bowing out with grace and dignity. Isn't that a good story? And let's put our hands together and celebrate their life, their work, and their great legacy. Tonight, I shall pretend to be your CEO. I hope you don't have a problem with that. Oh, it's nothing fearful. I just will be your Chief Entertainment Officer. I hope you're cool. And so tonight, ladies and gentlemen, there's good food, there's good music, and there's an amazing company, you and I. We're going to make a big party. But ladies and gentlemen, right now, the first couple of Bayport Savings and Loans. Put your hands together for Mr. and Mrs. Bayport, Mr. Minister and Mr. Cantona and Lada. And this is how they come out in grace, in style, in dignity. Mr. DJ, pump up the music. That's right. And the dance boys all yours right about now. And so, ladies and gentlemen, respectfully, I ask that we put our hands together and celebrate life. Let's celebrate work, and let's celebrate legacy of these two amazing pioneering staff of this great organization of ours, Bayport Savings and Loans. There's every reason to enjoy what has been done for, because God has given us life and has endowed us with manifold blessings, and here we are celebrating two amazing individuals of this organization. Respectfully, I ask that we all rise as we share a word of prayer to precede this grand celebration. And while we still stand, may I respectfully invite up here Madam Angela Kani,
You've checked
our finance department, she's the finance manager.
Are you, Lord, most holy one? We are thankful for making it possible to gather here to celebrate Mr. Dumensa and Mrs. Angela Bailo. We thank you for their enormous contribution towards the growth of Bayport. Father, your word tells us that if you do not build, we build in vain. Therefore, we invite your presence to be with us. Coordinate everything that will go on here and let it be a success. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
And so Oduma breathes gently against my skin. I can afford. I hear the sky, a sculpted cloud, a loud rhythm. The sun has fallen in my backyard. I got my tongue from Ubibini, and I learned my songs from Agbedo Heavy, the ever young, the marketplace, who says, it is only the who sits under the tree who knows the intensity of the breeze. Life is hard. But then I quick find that there is hope in the flatulence of the bee. The young are teachers of the old, so mother knows the juiciest wells. Ask Anna knew the spike, the crafty one who lays for the diagonal junctions. Sees fat, the tortoise or the hare. I yearn for the toads to drown my ears. I yearn for the dew to soak my heat. I will lie on my back and wait, and stars will soon be here. I crack my nuts on the elk, and so I know the sound. The elders use their beards in the dew to use the picture of youth. But when you meet an elder who totes no beard, they might have picked all of life's experiences. And we count cost. And then we know who put in what, who needs to take away what. Life is a cycle of goodness. Enti what we so ni brem wo akoko brema nkwan enti wo a wo te ha wo brema de. What's your chance one? Akoko ninka ye na mu eto de bi oyere kwankwan kanfo ne bi kano. Nanso nipa da sani ye mfa papa e wadaka mu nsie no. Nti onipa ye bia na osa ye yi. Asempa nso ye tia. Praise be of us. Ma we now trimwe. Udidi now no so guswa. We jaka krama me. Na me ba e de bia beto aso. Bisa me nyanko nsem, bisa me nyamesem, bisa me oman yi nsem. Minimbe to kama kakra na so we ko ade e friend mpaninsem. Ana asase. Mama praise be of us. Dim ka
officially called the Bayport couple. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're pleased to have with us certain distinguished guests I would like to acknowledge formally now. Please make welcome the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Yedu Addison. A round of applause. We're honored to have you, sir. And he's not here alone, he's here in the company of his lovely wife, Mrs. Addison. A round of applause for her too. Madam, thank you for joining us. And she's repping our color blue, so she means well. Tonight we're also humbled to have with us our board chair. Please welcome Mr. Kwame Pianim and his lovely wife. So thank you, sir, for joining us. A member of the board also joins us today, Mr. Justin Chola. A round of applause for him. And we're also blessed to have with us Mr. Sandro Ritzvolzi. If I may take a wild guess, you are not Russian. You're from Georgia, or any of... You're from Georgia. I guessed right. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for him. Good to try. We welcome you warmly, sir. With us this evening, we're honored to have the father of the Bayport bride. Please say a big hearty hello and welcome to Mr. Charles Abrahams. Welcome, Daddy. And Daddy, a little bit tells me you are over 90, somewhere 94. Are we correct? Ah, ladies and gentlemen, even past Mugabe. A round of applause for him. We're grateful for your coming, sir. And last but certainly not the least, ladies and gentlemen, we're pleased to have a prominent Ghanaian lawyer. He is, should I say the originator or the propagator of the pink sheet? Lawyer Philip Addison is right here with us. A round of applause for him. And so there are a lot more dignitaries I'll be acknowledging in the course of this event, but ladies and gentlemen, let me defer that and do that intermittently. Welcoming us this evening is a man we're blessed to have as our board chair. He happens to be what we call a moral compass for corporate Ghana, distinguishing between right and wrong. No wonder he's sought after on many boards. It's with great pride and a healthy sense of privilege that I welcome our one and only board chair, Mr. Kwame Pianim, as he welcomes us formally.
Thank you very much, Jerry. Directors of Bayport, Mr. Governor, and your lovely wife, Ruth, thank you very much for joining us this evening. I know the first time we said farewell to Angela, your cousin and your aunt, you honored us with your presence and we are privileged to have you. And my big brother, Mr. Charles Abraham, thank you very much for coming and thank you for giving us Angela. She's an amazing young lady. Mr. Leiber, thank you very much for lending us, Angela, all the hours she stayed at the workplace. If you grumbled, we didn't hear. So thank you very much. Mr. Kofi Adu-Mensah has his sons here. Thank you very much for coming. When I saw Kofi's son, look at that one, about 6'4". I said, some of us also had the genetic possibilities of being 6'4". But unfortunately, thank you very much, please have your seat. We had to carry 20, 30 kilos of cocoa on our head and eat low protein food. So we had the potential to be tall. And let me recognize Kofi and Angela, without whom we will not be here. And Justin Chola, let me say a big thank you to you, coming all the way from Zambia to be with us. We are most grateful. It shows the love that you have for Angela and Kofi. There are a couple of people here who started from way back with Kofi. As always said that when this company was almost dead, then we found Angela, who found Kofi, and between the two of them, they built this company into the #1 finance house, and I think now will become #1 savings and loans. At the board meeting today, I made sure to tell everybody there, when we are introducing our incoming managing director, make sure that you say managing director designate. Otherwise, the person may be introducing him to maybe the governor, and you say, but I haven't approved this guy, who is he? And then we get into trouble. So Mr. Governor, I'd like to introduce our managing director designate, whom once you approve will become the managing director of Bayport. Nee, where is Nee? That's Nee. And a little bird whispered to me at a board meeting that I think Bank of Ghana has finished their due diligence, and one of these fine days, they will give us the letter, and then you will no longer be managing director designate, but managing director de facto and de jure. Mr. Governor, we thank you for your support. When I was coming here, I was debating with my wife, is this going to be a fun night, a night of celebration, or a night of mourning? And of course, the DJ and all of you, from the cocktail to the welcoming of Kofi and Angela, demonstrated that tonight is a night of celebration. To these two people, all of us stakeholders, the government of Ghana in terms of recipient of taxes, our customers, all of us here in terms of employment that has been created. These two people started with just about a couple, maybe 30, 50 staff, have managed to bring this company to almost 800 people in Ghana who directly are employed by us. And over 2,000 if you add the sales executives. So let's give them a round of applause for this creation. So today is a day of joy. It's a day of joy because when you see the type of people Kofi and Angela groomed and trained, you know that even when they are gone, this company will go from stride to stride because they were not selfish. They grew these people. And most of you here look upon them as father and mother. Angela probably has settled more family, marriage problems than any pastor we know, mainly because you trusted her. We look forward to your trusting me. So we made sure that most of you will be comfortable and that your expectations will be met. That the same way Kofi and Angela looked after you, Nee and his team will look after you. And if he doesn't, we'll make sure that we deal with him. Nee, so that's your task. So all of you have traveled all the way from all corners of Ghana, from our 54 branches, all the way here to say farewell to Kofi and Angela. I say thank you very much. They deserve all that we are doing for them today and more. But we know that nature, it says that every good thing has to come to an end, and for every season there is a cause and an end. And I'm happy that we are ending on this happy note so that a new leaf is being turned, a new beginning to build a bigger and better Bayport. Thank you very much and welcome to this celebration.
And it's always intellectually stimulating listening to this great fountain of wisdom to our great organization. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's celebrate our board chair, Mr. Kwame Fianim. We thank you, sir, for those very warm words of welcome and to the assurance of continuity and most importantly, prosperity for this great organization of ours. Now, you may know them by different names, some of which I can't mention here unless you want them to sponsor my funeral. So please, for the next few minutes, let's lend our attention to the screens as we showcase to you some few good moments with Kofi and Angela.
Nipa ho time pa obo nipa susu. Ofuna dwuma de ni agro kora. Asende be fie na so nya kwanya ntempa na amma so. Se na musu ye busani ni na ye pen amma so se bia we ni we nti ho. Ema mi nya kwa amma ti bia. Kwa na be fa so am. Do bo se mo bi na mi hia on ha ntempa no de afre. On fa dwuma ni agro kora. Te dume sande no kwasem Ghana maybe a so my business boy and papa. What be also the boy in the no they are night.
Actually, she attended Morning Star Primary School. She from Western Girls High School. Then proceeded to the tech and did social science. On graduation, people in my church, they always ask for her. She's a good manager. I mean, when my wife died, she took care of everything.
Many could get me sanity, there 40 years in it, and yes, shall see Diagoro. The Diagoro so you
in support of the co-workers and friends that she met at Bayport. As I said in the dinner that we had for her, she comes from a very long line of committed ladies. Ladies that have shown a sense of independence long before Beijing. And Angela represents a true example of such women who are independent, very forward-looking, full of foresight and God-fearing also. And on this occasion, let me wish her rest, spend more time with the family, but also do fly and say hi to Uncle Gilbert.
We did the film of Frate, P1 to P6, yes, I try to produce and 7. Or your deeper beer, every eco school, that when you mama papa, now what say, dear, what say, teacher, now when you need, or you have a brassini, or buya dear, said you may son, or any papa, and I do yet, ya, or do ye, Tino. Baby, I'm meeting every day.
Out to be an angel in her life. And she still is an angel. I believe I can easily say fate brought us together. Together in the sense that you are the best. And I know this is true.
I think everybody is saying so many good things about him. At the end of the day, tolerance pays. Sometimes when he's tolerating certain things too much and I get angry, I also something in me hits me and say, hey, he's a very patient person. He acts when you don't expect him to. Sometimes you misconstrue your loss is my gain. We are going to welcome him warmly and ensure that he enjoys his retirement.
Kofi and Angela came to us almost like Siamese twins. I said, what is the bad news? I said, there are two. I said, what do you mean there are two? I said, the one we want won't come. The company almost to a position of bankruptcy, of building a bigger and better Bayport after the merger of CFC and Bayport Financial Services Ghana, bringing together into one house a debt of gratitude. They worked together as a team, had the patience to listen to everybody and move them along. Now that they are leaving us, I'm sure a lot of the staff are worried and scale it up to better performing heights. Kofi and Angela, you'll be helping us. And Angela, you agreed to be on a consultancy for us. May God richly bless you. As you pray for us, we'll be praying for you and for a better future ahead for all of you.
Amazing story. Very stellar qualities exhibited by these two. And ladies and gentlemen, it's just testament of the fact that you're writing a gospel, a chapter each day by the words you speak and the deeds you do. Many will read whatever you write, whether faithless or true. Say the gospel according to you. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Kofi and Angela. And to the father who never forgets the boyfriends, please, another round of applause to him too. I thought my mother was the only one who doesn't forget. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, in a short while, we'll be going for dinner. But allow me to welcome up here a man who has some words to say about these two. He's worked with them at very close length and he speaks to us as our Chief Operating Officer. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Alan Jobin.
I had originally planned to go freeform, but given what we've heard so far, I thought I'd write something very short and read it out. A leader's legacy. When we think of a leader's legacy, we turn back to the past, stand in the present, and look forward to the future. In the past, we will remember what you taught us by leading, what you gave us through service, and what you meant to us as mentors. And finally, the emotional calmness you brought to us as father and mother. In the present, we stand here tall because we are standing on your shoulders. As we look to the future, we see lives that are moving from one journey of success to a new level of significance. With immense appreciation and deep gratitude, we wish you the best of journeys, celebrations, and blessings. Thank you very much.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was warm and heartfelt. A round of applause for Mr. Alan Jubin. I'll need a copy of that, please. But my fondest recollection of Bayport goes to about 6 years ago. I used to work in an insurance company. By then, I think you were located at Kokumlimle. And so I was with Star Life Assurance. I used to come around to look for insurance and stuff like that. And by day, when you see me, Charlie, like James Bond, like this, and I used to sit at the back of my Toyota Yaris, reading either BFT or the Times, or the Financial Times. I mean, Charlie, big boy level. But when I close from work, myself and the driver, we just salute the car and I go and take trotro with all my swag. So this particular day, I remember I took a Trotsky from the asylum down and then I dropped off at Maximat at 37. I went to buy something at Maximat. Don't ask me what it is. And so I was standing at the driver's, DVLA area there. And then I saw this white SUV come. It was, slow traffic. So it just parked like that. And then somebody said, somebody is calling you. So I went. I said, young man, I know you. You work with Star Life. And I said, yes. So what are you doing here? Charlie, when you see a lady, all sorts of things come to your head. Because I'm waiting for the company car. I said, but where are you going? I said, I'm going to Tema. And I said, but where are you also? He said, I'm also. I said, okay, you know what? Let me call the driver and tell him to forget. I'll go with you. The truth of the matter is, then I was living at Michelle Camp area. But I can't reduce my swag and say I live. She would think I live at Ashiyama. So we got to the motorway roundabout. Instead of me to just drop off humbly, I dropped off at the Total Committee 9. And imagine the distance I had to make. But all for love. But you see, a lie has a very short lifespan. So here I was, many weeks after. I was standing at that same spot. Unknown to me, this time she had changed the car. Me driving, I forgot. And so, she came close. This time it was a black BMW. And then the window rolled down. I said, Jerry, still waiting for the company car? Charlie, then my swag, everything all reduced. So I said, madam, please let me just join you. She happened to be with Bayport. She was handling the insurances and stuff. But this evening, she's not the one coming to speak. I present to you the acting insurance manager, Mami Kunedu Sapong. Please welcome her as she shares some warm thoughts with us.
She knows what I'm coming to say. I joined Bayport almost 8 years ago, and when I joined, Angie didn't have a PA, so I was assigned to work with Andy. So When our board of directors mentioned the late nights, I remember we've had a lot of late nights at Bayport. Sometimes we'll work till about 8 and then she'll go like, hey mommy, Mr. G is waiting for me. But let's finish this. And then we'll be there to be almost 9:30. Angie will still be working. Angie and MD, thank you so much for everything you've taught me. I don't know what to say, but you've taught me a lot. And I think I have to stop talking. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause. He's so overcome with emotion. It's understandable, but it's certainly because of the great legacy and how you've endeared yourselves into the hearts of your clients and your staff. Ladies and gentlemen, Kofi and Angela, a round of applause once again. The DJ, be kind and give us something soft in the background.
One more time, and now you make tremble. Like the sands of time, promises made, every memory received as patience is going dead. But I have to say, stop to do this. Diamonds on the shoulders, empty as your pocket, empty as your pocket, nothing.
But ladies and gentlemen, reliable information reaching me indicates that 98.225% of all tables here have been served. That's by record of the pink sheet. Three very important people who have very different perspectives, very refreshing perspectives to share with us about our celebrants. Please welcome the Tom and Jerry of Bayport. They are the Aki and Popo. Put your hands together for Ishmael Adote and Kojo Atura.
People say she's crazy, she got
all right, bring it down to the DJ. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we begin with Ishmael Adote and Kojo Atura. These two are our general help. I mean, they are the shoulders, they are the pillars of this great company of ours, and they have a very interesting perspective to share. For the next 2 minutes, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. I'm Ishmael Adote. I have worked with Mrs. Libel for the past 10 years with non-performing assets recovery trust, an organization under the World Bank. What do you call it? I don't. That's the history. I've worked with her for a long time under non-performing assets recovery trust, and I've known her for the past 15 to 20 years. She's good. She's very good to me, and I'll say that she's my mother, and everything she does for me. Thank you, Mrs. Libel. I thank you very much. Thank you all.
Hello, my name is Kojo Atura. Yes, sir. And I've been with these two people for about almost 10 years now. Mr. Dumensa and then my mother, Mama Angie. They are very good to me, I won't lie you. As I'm here now talking to my two people that are leaving me, I don't know when I will meet them. And they are leaving me, it's not through my heart. They should come to my heart and leave me well. If they leave me like this, I'll be happy. Because I'll be them as mother and father. So, I'm not yet agree. Yes. They should come back. If they leave me, then they should take me along. Thank you.
And so before we hear from our branch manager, the Northern Regional Manager, who is from Boku, Mr. Aminu Mohammed, ladies and gentlemen, in a short while, we have a little presentation for our celebrants. Well, now, please meet me by the DJ's desk, and let's do something fast. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Hello. I joined Bayport in September 17th, 2013. Having joined the company, I have always heard of Edu Mensah. Every time, Edu Mensah. And so I was wondering, who is this Edu Mensah? So eventually there was a program in Tamale, Modern City to be precise. And so I was then a national service personnel and I was not even catered for. I insisted I wanted to go and I wanted to see Edu Mensah. So as the MD, I was expecting to see one bossy MD show up and look like, yeah, that's the real man and the man in the show. But I passed him and I asked, where is Edu Mensah? They say he's the one going. I said, is that the MD? He said, yes. I said, oh, okay. So I walked to him. I said, my name is Aminu, sir. He said, okay, who are you? I said, I'm a national service personnel. So, okay, nice. I said, I want to be like you. He says, you want to be like me? I said, yes, sir. He turned back and smiled and said, look, then you have to get prepared. I was wondering what it meant to get prepared. Then I went back to WA and I've always been thinking, what does it mean to get prepared if I have to get there? Then I decided to put in all efforts to get there. Having worked in WA within the shortest possible time, after my service, I got the opportunity to work as a mainstream staff. Then I called him. He said, sir, I'm now a staff. And so I was excited. He said, what's your name again? I said, my name is Amin. So, okay. This is not the time to be excited about the job. This is the time you need to prove your worth. And so, young man, stop getting excited and go and work. I said, I thought this was supposed to have been something that called for celebration, but it looks like there's going to be more work. And so I said, okay. Then I gave him my best. Within 7 months, as a sales supervisor, I was able to come up as the best performing bonus earning supervisor. When the first bonus was published and when it was first introduced and subsequently published, I was topping everybody. And I was like, yeah, I'm right there. So when the opportunity came for branch managers, I told my manager, see, I want to go for this thing because I want to get there as soon as possible. And he said, okay, why? Give it a try. And so I went for the interview. I went to write my name and I saw that there were just 4 positions vacant. And I was like, number 28. I was like, wow, is it going to be possible? Then I went in and I gave out my best. Subsequently, my letter came. So we had a program in Accra. I met Madam Angela Ibel. And I told her that I was branch manager for Boko. And said, wow, that's a promotion. But you know, there are two types of promotion, if Madam will remember. One is promotion to failure, and one is promotion to success. And so you must choose between the two. Say these people. Failure and success. I will not fail. And so when I got back, I sat back and I said, look, having gotten to Boko, the place was something else. You could sit in the branch the whole day without seeing even a single customer. And it was worrying to me. And I said, no, we need to turn things around. Having worked in Boko for 1 year, I got the best achieving branch. But whenever they hear, they should know that it is the 2 sentences that they have given me that is getting me there. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ismail Adote, Kojo Atura, and Aminu Muhammad, a round of applause as they take their seats. Wow. And they just prove one thing, that great leaders don't create more followers. They back again. Nana Assas.
Ago via titles, lest he miss one and be made to pay a fine. And so to every man his due. Aja, I salute you, revered greybeards, backs without which we are no front, tongues without which we have no song. I want you to join me. Do a very simple chorus. Because growing up, I know that in Africa, performance is communal, work is communal. Fantastic. So when the job is done, you cannot tell me this performance was so nice, because you held the other end of it and we did it together. Are you ready? You're going to help me with a clap like that. Ready? Let's go. I'm going to teach you your part of the song. Ready? So you're going to sing this. Listen now. Ready? Don't go. Can we go? Let's go. Ready? You nyaki to be obe mao. Onu nyaki si obe kayo. O kai wo di obe bo din o. Obo din a woni mini. Woni mini ana onsa kodem. Onsa kodem a. Ye ni nyawo. Enti obwofo ho ye na. Helper is rare. Obwofo ne hena. Obwofo no wadidi manaka kontomo aba ko obe chemu fa. No ama obi. Helper is that friend who walks through the rain just to bring you his last slipper, so that you do not slip on your journey home. Life is hard, but you see, we have learned to celebrate our heroes while they yet live and are young. For heroes are born young. They are different than the rest. They overtake all of life's tests till eventually they emerge the best. We say that what men can do, women can do and do it better. What women can do, I add, men should not even think of. What about all the things men and women can do? That means if you want to go far, fast, go alone. If it needs to be far, go with another. And then let us run. And then let us hit the prize and make it work. So today we weed your farm, tomorrow will be mine. Simply when the harvest is due, we need not pay the laborers, for we would only be neighbors attending to communal business. And you see, your bumper harvest will be my peace of mind at least for a year. There will be no thieves, only overfed scarecrows on regular patrol. And you see, you do not know who used that cake of soap at the exit to the public place before you. Rub what is enough and let the last man carry our blessings, for they are sure to come around somehow. For the cock that crows to wake up the whole neighborhood belongs to one household. I was taught that kokroko, you knew it to be for the cock. It's not exclusive to the cock. And so on the dawn of sacrifice, Abroma say, kokroko, kokroko, mafu nyinatoko, mafu nyinatoko. Everyone does the things we do. But why is it that when we do them, they are different? Because we have a sense of team. We have a sense of us. People nyankopon mra ne se ye frɛ no before therefore down for duko eku okumo kuku se ku pateku ane mu yewu mawu odo yewu. Twen nanso meti ni din ye se ye frɛ no Kofi edu mensa no fato hansa mama be gye no mako. Kofi meti ene ese wo ye baboni o. Baboni ne ne yenya wo so faso yi. Baboni so faso ye nya ene se. Ye frɛ no Kofi edu ene ye damfo edu. Obwafo a wo ho na. Eja wo fe. Kofi edu na bo tire me sire wo. Baboni ase na me kan yi otie. Eja ese wo baboni o. Nanso hwe Kofi edu wunti ya je eja bedudwan a cheche ma yinyina ya nya biare won so obi ame wa. Kofi edu anka wo ye baboni. Kofi edu nti ye je baako mienu miensa ye de wo kona nanu wani mu ani eti mu so wo wo boni a wo te wo ba bi nka ne mu tu di wo bedwe mu a ye ti mu so frɛ wo mama wo pa eja na enwumere wo manyina ase mo ye ti mu so opiafo e frɛ me na nasa ase mama ko eje bi wo pa ase abofra na medie nanso hwɛ ma hwɛ esu ehunu nti yaba ne ye be kro hwan na betumi a kyerem ne brofo yaba ne ye be kro yaba ni ebe kro so se me bisa na bro fa yeka that is a munsem dos. But pay attention, having come and being about to go, yaba ni ebe kro e munsem dos enti o shi oni papa asema hu hia eni ebie so e wo bedwem si konya e ka ho asem yanka e be yeka e yeka nso di agi tutu ka nan so enne tutu ka ne me ene wo Ago fiha. Ago fiha. Ya. Yesika. Ohima mi tu ade ese mesre o ma musu kakra ma me. Oh Yesika. Ya mesre o twebe me kakra. Ago. Ohima mi patwe hwan ye. O se Yesika. Ohu ofe. Nti ya danda ho kakra go yeso e. Oh ya. I do not know why but I know Ya is brave. I know Ya is majestic. I know Ya is outspoken. Nanoate. Hey, Ya is brave. Oba Ya santo abref because Oba kukudro for wonder wosu no be wosu obi ayedi. Yeah. Isn't this a flamboyant peahen? Yeah, truly in this realm of Bayport you add color to our world. Ya yentu adeso. Yesre otutu tata na tana sema ya. Ya na ekono. Ya na ekono. Hey. Ago fiha afi mama men kambro fokakra. When a woman is in labor she does not rejoice, but after she has delivered she calls for celebration. And so in the beginning the creator created mother, woman, earth, womb to give life. So we say it is only mother who knows the pangs of hunger in the belly of her children. And so when mother is supreme, we all gather to celebrate mother. When mother is supreme, when we gather to count the harvest, we place the first morsel in the mouth of mother. Ago fiha. Enti, yesu nipa ye babone a. Ushia no a. Na do nsa benkum kire ne so a. Na nan na be kire wo so. Nanso wo hu se ne nnwuma efimfam ban ho a obi atumi kan ehunu bie. Miniano asempa yetia. So bi ka asem no dane na no butu no so a. Ni peje si ho a. Wo be hu de ekro. Wo ma memere me ba. Agency a ye mo no mo. For any femeha. For any femeha. For any femeha. Ago fiha. When the hunter meets the elephant in person, he does not repeat his boast at home. But you see, when the hunter who does not repeat his boast at home meets death in the forest, probably he does not survive to come home and tell the story. Yet, when your friend is the hunter who dares to meet the elephant in the forest and slap him on the head with a diamond, then you are a fortunate man, for the hunter's friend does not beg for meat. It is a young cone before therefore down for Duku Kuku Seku Pateku. Oshiabwa Sunu Urem didn't chambo pine upon Pemua. When I'm out to me, Kakabin Sem Kakra. And he's saying, Abwa Pateku, you know, Abwa Pateku, your friend a risk. But why need him risk? Why is she a risk paying? Abwa Pateku, you want him to risk. But when you meet a man who is skilled at pushing the figures and the turntables, when you meet Abwa Pateku, you are not afraid. Before therefore down for Duku, Eja, soon a dear baby. Hey, one wants him not quite so don't oh, she owns him refume in Papua, or don't want him to want him refume in Papua. Yea, Eja. She, I see a friend Sementia. Sementia is saying, why is we about Bonia you too? She, Besha Uzanki, Kuchan, you be do Yawu, and watch a champion near Mamma and saying in any BD. One who want Rubians, so then you won't see the Pabayam Pimnai. Before therefore down for Duku. You see, when you meet an elder who taught no beard, mind you, he might have picked all of life's experiences. But indeed, the elders raise their beards in the lute to lose the pigment of youth. Because truly, the beard is the broom with which the elders gather wisdom. Also, I answer in every year. Onipe tutuna na mu ya yesi wa ben ya yesi wa yankanfo wa ben se nkanfo wo yankanfo anke de bo ngum anke ya chewa mene na so hwe onipa oben a wa ben se kantan kranchi onipa wa ben se kantan kranchi firi se odi nimde eni nyansa aka bom asoa se bibre mu kantan a ye de honam e wa pa so chicha man se nya bidie na so wonya hantan enapa antina. You want to listen to me for a while? I want to speak a little English with you. May I go ahead? You like my English? Ladies and gentlemen, I am taking you to the climax of this event. This is what I choose to call the Hubegedi of the Jogede. Now, the Hubegedi of the Jogede is the apogee of the matter. It is the court beyond appeal. It is the count ad infinitum. It is the feeding ad libitum of all our human tendencies. The Hubegedi of the Jogede is the swinging pendulum. It's the Langabellum Esperanto. The Hubegedi of the Jogede is this copious display of belly hosper blegojigedi. The Hubegedi of the Jogede is that all of us have missed you. We are feigning to be laughing, but deep within, it's so difficult to say goodbye. Ojonkopa de no ho na ti yesi enapa ye nya osubie ye benya na oya oseso na emu hwe ye bebo odin abo odin pa abo odin bone abo osumbo frise ye kai mo papa nko anka mo ya abofo enti misrew uti odin bone a e mane hawo utu ni hu na wo so nsafa na nimu a no watwem. It's on the ends of old ropes that new ones are woven. When it is your turn to leave, what would we have to say about you? When it is your turn to go, who would you have to come after you? When it is your turn to wrap up your dance, who would be there to gather your slippers and carry you to that crossroads? But tonight I feel so proud because we have learned to celebrate our own. Greatness lives with us at this crossroads of dreams and this market of 9 moons. Then indeed the black man is capable, the black woman is capable, handling his own affairs and making a mark for excellence. Ghana Muntie, Kofinie, Efianie, Yetu Pimpnan, Yetu CCCA, Obekasi yedi agro. Nanso nkakra abrowa befro befo akotu soro mfie du mienu. Eye nkosua nke achie de awie nanso hwe aye akoko nti onso mamu ni nyina awoma ato ahyeta baabi a. Enti mesrew. Se wukura twerɛdua. Hwe ba ko bɛyɛ den. Eye nkosua bɔfɔm anka bɔ. Nanso hwe de yie. Onipa brɛmo owo. Akoko brɛma nkwan. Mesi akoko ninka yie. Ti so yere pan kwan kanfo ne bi kano. Nanso onipa da sani de ne papa ye. Ye mfem one so ensie no. Nana sase. Mama kwaje bi wo fase. Esi mpani be company nsem. Ofra beto anansem. A shadows would find their places on the walls. Afi mama nka Bayport kasa kakre. Bayport 4. Edi na moka. Munyaso na montie kasa Bayport 4 ewoka. Utie na usisi a no hu baabi a wote. No hu ne wo se wo ye. No hu baabi a wote osini. Ovi. Jemie. Ba. Eba jojina ho. When you send a child on an errand and he fails to deliver the message, you send the child on an errand the second, if need be a third, until he gets the message right. Ohima, Mr. Odi, I'm just my own in a fabric. No. I go over here. Bayport Brofo. To our captain. Dreams are the preserve of the chosen, and it takes wisdom to pin them to the ground. You dared to believe in the potential of that seed where others thought it impossible, and today it's a giant tree giving shade to many at the center of the earth. Danfuedu, exceptional friend, reliable and trusted, hunter who brings home game to feed generations. We have learned to celebrate our heroes while they are yet young, for excellence lives right here with us. Your words speak for you where anyone would seek to doubt, and you have carried us along to this pedestal. We are a formidable team because we had an efficient captain in you. Thank you for the faith and confidence you taught us. We have braved all odds and emerged among the best. Ejedu, you are wealthy in wisdom and viable knowledge, and your sterling leadership acumen tells on all of us who have ever worked with you. Bayport is a living example of what outstanding Ghanaians like you with us can do. If we could alter time and circumstances, we would have you with us till we are as experienced as you. But you must expand our wings beyond the active service. The rank and file of Bayport Financial Services are unanimous in saying that we could only have one of you and a service standard to uphold. Mr. Kofi Edumensa, walk on with your gentle, confident gait of certainty, knowing that you have made your mark and we look up to you. Mo Niejumasuno, says Bayport Financial Services. Mr. Wood, you're talking with you. You made us bold. A child is nothing. It is only the glory of his forebears that the world sees and tolerates in him. We set a family service culture here at home, where we call Bayport. You have touched our lives and indeed Ghana's corporate and financial services scene with your pragmatic demonstration of outstanding ethic and harnessing of team resource to achieve the highest standards. Now, we have a mark to be attained. Indeed, if it were a crime to celebrate our heroines, then these lines are obviously libel. Yet, your meritorious example cannot escape our grateful watchers. Mrs. Libel, may this suffice to express our gratitude to you for being a sterling Ghanaian emphasis of capability and excellence. We are empowered, both men and women, by working with you to only be the very best we could ever be, relying on our unique diversities as a team. This bay is dense with mixed emotions.
because our powerful yet gentle breeze is leaving. Then this spot is bursting with hope because we have a wave rippling through time to say that we are firmly anchored. Congratulations for your sterling legacy, says Bayport. Ago, me ostoma for, and as I say, Mama Kwenje be of us. Many agency, any minia, Uchinchi Mahaba Memu, no dear too, hey. Yabani Ebro, many of us were me. You Ghana Muntie, Monimwa, and you. Ajadu, maybe you, Ohima, maybe you, Bayport, it's Semonim Kasa, and as I say,
every whoa. And so let's hear it up for Nanasa Say and Patrick the Painter. Oh, please, you can do better than that. Wow. For once in a long time, I'm speechless. But this is just a tangible expression of our love and what we feel towards you. I know you're... You should see Mr. Edu Mensah's face right now. But ladies and gentlemen, pleasure is mine now to invite, to present these tokens of our appreciation to our celebrants. Let's start first with our outgoing Deputy Managing Director. Please welcome our board member, Madame Felicity Aqua, together with Mr. Gabi Quote as they present the painting, the citation, and a little token of our appreciation. And so let's have you here. And so the first painting and the citation, together with this little parcel we have here, would go to our own sister, our mother, and friend. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we receive Mrs. Angela Leiber. And receive this with great joy, knowing that this is just a little token of our love and appreciation, the best way we can. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe a round of applause is in order. You're certainly worth more than this, but we hope this will just suffice to tell you what you mean to us. Ladies and gentlemen, let's celebrate our sister, our mother, and friend, Mrs. Angela Leiber. A board member of Bayport Ghana and the managing director, Bayport Zambia, from the Chipolopolo mines, Mr. Justin Chola, and Mrs. Pianim, the wife of our dear Boche. A round of applause for them as they present to the managing director. And so it is with great joy that this evening we honor a father, a brother, a mentor, a friend. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one and only Mr. Kofi Edu Mensah. And it's certainly for moments like this that we work hard and play hard and hope that our work would speak for us far more. And so Mrs. Pianim presents first the citation. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. And then we have a little parcel in the bag. It's a very precious kente cloth designed with you in mind. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, this beautiful memento from Bayport, Ghana, by kind courtesy of the genius Patrick the Painter. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it out
for Mr. Kofi Edu Mensah. And with a many thanks to you, our board members, for doing us the honors. Oh goodness. But it's for this moment, ladies and gentlemen, that we live for. All our life's work culminating in a great reward as this. Pleasure is mine now to invite Mr. and Mrs. Bayport as they speak to us tonight. Please put your hands together for Mrs. Angela Libel and Mr. Kofi Edu Mensah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow Bayportiers. Typical of Kofi, I said, "Many of them are men kadel, so they can." But on a more serious note, I think I can speak for both of us that we are both humbled and honored. I mean, Mr. Pienim said it at the beginning, and I wouldn't like to bore you with history, but it wasn't easy. I'm not going to lie. When we entered, there were no appointment letters for people, where 13,000 names could drop off of the payroll in 1 month, sometimes 15,000, where there were all manner of challenges. I'll call them challenges. But through it all, we are grateful to God, and we are most grateful to all the Bayportiers. Without you, we couldn't have made it. I remember that the Teachers Fund was the highest collector at government payroll. And each time that I went, I'd ask the deputy head of payroll, "Have we crossed yet?" And he would say no. And I remember sometime in 2017, looked at me and said, "Madam, you are the highest collector on government payroll." And 2007, you are the highest collector on government payroll. There are so many things running through my mind now, but all I can say is that we couldn't have done it without each and every one of you and those in the branches. And so the success of Bayport, the growth of Bayport, is not us, it is you. You did it all. You believed in our leadership, but you obeyed and you did what we needed to do. And I'm very hopeful. I think we are very, very hopeful that you would give your new leadership the same support. There are times that I think 2015 was one of the best years, but the exchange rate was not favorable to us, but it was one of our best years. I think we did 15 million with prices high. So if you have lowered the prices now, I believe you can hit 24 million plus. You are capable, all of you. And I always tell you that you work for yourself. Edu Mensah and I always tell you that you work for yourself, because when you do it well, nobody can take the experience from you. So please, keep the beam going. I'd love, there are many Bayport savings and loans, there are many savings and loans companies out there, but I believe that it is only a matter of time. The Bayport name should be a household name in the savings and loans market, moving to the next level. We believe in you. You are entering into a new phase, and you all have to give up of your best. You all have to learn the new ropes in retail banking, and we know you can do it. We only led you, but you were the real winners. So thank you very much. We are honored, we are humbled, and we love you all. Kofi, you want to add something? Thank you.
Angela has said it all.
I am a man of few words. That's the chorus from my children. But more seriously, there are two things I want to talk about this evening. And the first is integrity. I can say without any equivocation that Angela, and for this matter, I will rope in Gabby, because he is the guy who controls the purse. I have never met anybody, any group of people in my life who have that kind of integrity, especially financial integrity, in my life. And I will come to the second reason why we have been successful up to today. But the first one is the integrity these two people had and continue to have. Even if I was a thief, there was no way, no bloody way, that these two people were going to allow me to steal from the company. And it is a rare commodity that we sometimes take for granted. Because when we see things, financial figures are there for us to see. Bayport is doing well because you pick the financial statement, it's all there. What you don't see is the integrity that has made that possible. How many times haven't we seen companies going bust because of misappropriation, all kinds of things? Like she said, when we joined Bayport, I think many of the workers in the company thought it was going to collapse. And therefore, they were making the best that they could make. The two of us steadfastly decided that that was not going to happen. And to cut a long story short, what you see as Bayport today is what we bargained for. And I pray and I wish that legacy stays with you for the rest of your lives. Like she said, when you do things right, you're not doing it for a company or somebody. You are doing it right for yourself. Please cherish the Bayportiers. Remember that integrity pays. And in Akan language, I don't know how to, maybe Mr. Pierre will help me, but there's a proverb which says, Obrapa ja ora kwan. I don't know how I can explain it, but I'm sure when he picks the mic, he will explain it to all of you. The second one, the legacy that we are leaving for you, is the relationship that we have had with you, Bayportiers. It has been a wonderful experience. We couldn't have done anything without you. You have supported us through thin and thick. But I think that we cannot stand here and say all these things and will not say thank you so much, so much for the support that you have given us. We have traveled far and near. We have had very bitter times. We have had serious challenges. And when we have arrived, as we have arrived, sometimes you take it for granted and say that, oh, we've gotten there, so what matters? But you really do matter. We thank you so much, so very much, that words cannot express that. We will always cherish the friendship we had with you. Yes, we have exited from the company, but we are still around. The friendship can never. Sometimes we say that we wish, well, you have brothers and sisters relations that they are fostered on you. You don't decide who your brother is, but you decide who your friend should be. And we have decided you will be our friends for life. Please, for Christ's sake, the support that you have given us throughout the close to 13 years that we have worked with you, lend the same support to the incoming managing director. He is new, he has to learn the ropes, but with your support, with your suggestions, I always say that the kind of business that we do is not done at the head office. It's not done through graphs and mathematical formulas. It is done at the grassroots. Please continue to support the company, especially the incoming managing director, as you have supported us. And I'm sure one day we will all have a very beautiful story to tell. We have been so grateful to have you, and we will cherish you forever. Why have Bayport Financial Services that grew into Bayport Savings and Loans been so successful? The two of us are very quiet people. No, not that quiet in that sense. Not that aggressive type of quiet. I'm talking about propaganda. We see stories in newspapers, Club 100, Club this. We are not members of the club. But they know us. Why am I saying that? When we went to the market to raise 200 million Ghana cedis, they told us we have been expecting you. Even though we had not advertised anywhere, we are not a member of any club, the figures show. So I think all of us together have brought Bayport to a certain pedestal that we can only get better out of it. Please, let us continue with that. All the issues that we listed, there wasn't one that we were not oversubscribed. And it is not by propaganda or anything, because they knew us. I pray, that you take the mantle up, continue to relate to the workers. Grant wrote me a love letter this morning, and you brought it, Mr. Chola brought it, and he says, they call me, well, he calls me Kofi, but the staff call me MD. And I am the people's man. I am glad to accept that, because you might have computers, you might have the top of the range systems. If you don't have people with integrity, if you don't have people who have to work with you, you don't have anything. So I'll prefer to be the people's man any day. And I will wish that NI will also adopt that among all the things that you can do. Never forget the workers. It is critical. Your success or failure will be dependent on that. But I know you will not fail. You'll be successful. Let me take this opportunity to thank the people and the institutions that have helped us to be where we are. First and foremost, our regulators. I know when we started, you remember Angela, and the Bank of Ghana people came, and it was like, you are not doing this. What kind of people are you? You are not doing this. And over the years, I remember when they gave us a C for the last whatever years. And I'm saying C is not a good mark. And Mrs. Akwa was saying, hey, to get C from Bank of Ghana is like getting A in a A-level examination. You know? And I think they have helped us. And they continue to help us. Please, Governor, thank you so much. Convey our gratitude to your staff that they should continue to crack the whip. We need it to be steadfast. My board, it is the most wonderful board. I don't know of any board that is better than this board. Maybe you do, I don't. Mr. PNE, I don't have to call him to go to his office or his house. Madam will be there. Oh, he will come. And he will come. Mr. PNM is not in his office. And I will wait for him. And they'll go and tell him that I am waiting for him. And he will come. I don't need... How many people can walk to the chairman's house and say, I want to have audience with you without arrangement, and then and when you go there, you think you are so smart. You go there with all the brilliant things, and he will listen to you and be nodding his head, and you think he is saying, good, 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 good. When you are finished, I say, okay, no. The sheet of paper, no way. He will always make a correction, and it will always be a better correction. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I have learned, I think I have learned so much. Standard you have said is so high that I can't compete with you. The rest of the members, Madam, you call. Chola, Mr. Chola is my brother. For him, Angela and I, we are brothers and sisters. And he has been so helpful. When we have issues that we don't understand internationally, we call him. What is going on there? And he will tell us, candidly. And thank you so much. To the group, you have been helpful to us. Yes, we fight with you all the time. And we are supposed to fight with you because sometimes it's intrusive. But at the end of the day, is for the betterment of the organization. So we will continue to fight with you. That is not to say that we should not move on. But thank you so much. It has always been a nice experience. And for me, and I know for Angela, it's been a wonderful experience. The portiers, I have thanked you. I still have to thank you again. Without you, it would be nothing. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Hello. As you celebrate us, it is the power brokers behind us that you need to also celebrate much more. Like Kofi said, our board, amazing. We have only Mrs. Akwa, we have Mr. PNM here. Unfortunately, we can't have Nana Pra and Auntie Irene here. We have Sandro here with us. We have Mr. Chola here with us. But without them, would have been nothing. And Wafa, I can only salute you. I'll tell you the Justin, thank you so much. Sandra, you bring new fresh air to the board. You're welcome and thank you. Mrs. Akwa, your experience is immeasurable. Thank you so much. And to Nana and Auntie Irene, although they are not here, we thank them so much for helping us with the Teachers Fund, for helping us with the minors. These were all businesses that we had through them. But the strongest pillar. Can I give you a hug? Is this gentleman? Please give him a round of applause for me. Thank you. And Auntie Cornelia, we've been worrying you, but thank you so much. Thank you. Family and friends, and to my old man who loves me. We love you all. Thank you.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, let me hear your loudest applause. And so, Madam and Daddy, respectfully, we want to showcase to you our biggest surprise ever. Please come with me. Let's show you the It is the most befitting song for a job well done to the glory of God and to the admiration of all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, take out your phones and capture this moment. Let's go. Let's see all the children by birth and adoption. Let's see on the dance floor.
Baby, take my heart, baby, carry go. If you think I will leave you, I'll forget you.
Champagne for us, make sure everybody.
If you leave me, then I'll be leave you. We go better make us suffer so you don't cry. If you be having food today, I go go sky. You are the talk me, I know they lie you.
And so make sure you have your glasses filled because in a short while we're going to your glasses are filled because in a short while we're going to close. It's amazing too.
One time, go. Many girls I'm trying to come on.
And lenders, the pleasure is mine to invite a very dear friend of Bayport Ghana. He happens to be a board member and he's the managing director of Bayport Zambia. Please welcome Mr. Justin Shola as he offers a toast. A round of applause.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, a lot has been said tonight about Kofi and Angela. Kofi and Angela have been very close friends of mine, family friends, I may add, since we met about 12 and a half years ago. We've gone on a long journey, we've grown up together. There are very few words I can add to all that has been said, but I think from all that's been said tonight, the one thing which is obvious is that these are people who are loved, who we all love, who have shown great love, who have been fathers, a father and a mother to the Bayport family. I can only wish them God's blessings. I can only wish them the best. And I pray that they will continue providing guidance to all of us. So ladies and gentlemen, tonight it's not my show to say more. Like Kofi, I think I'm also a man of very few words. I'd just like to propose a toast to Angela and Kofi, our dear friends. Best of health, God's blessing, and best of luck for the future. To Kofi and Angela. Cheers.
Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I entreat you all to come by the celebrants and clinch your glasses with theirs and the manifold blessings of God upon their lives. Bayport, where are you? Let's see you in your numbers. Come by, lady and... Ladies and gentlemen, come by the celebrants and clinch your glasses with theirs. And as you do, certainly wish them all the best in your future endeavors. Come on. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Then I'm gonna we are family. It's the big Bayport family, ladies and gentlemen. Come by the. All right. Bring it down, Mr. DJ. Let's bring it down. Ladies and gentlemen, all is set now for the big party. But please, now a lot has been said, a lot of partying has also taken place. Now is the time we get to hear from those who have been behind these two celebrants, giving them love, warmth, support, and every other thing to make them deliver on their mandate to this great company. Pleasure is mine now to invite, to offer thanks on behalf of the celebrants, the spouse of Mrs. Libel, Mr. Libel himself, and the son of Mr. Edu Mensah, Gabriel Kumi. Please welcome them as they offer thanks on behalf of the celebrants.
Well, I don't know what to say now after all the speeches. But one thing I will say is thank you very much for the accolades you've given my wife. The only thing that I am happy to say is that now I can have my wife. And it is because if my wife is leaving the house in the morning and I say, don't forget to go and get this and that and that. At 4 o'clock he called me. Were you able to get them? Jeez, I forgot. So the moment she enters Bayport, that's the end of the game. It's Bayport until she gets home. So thank you very much for giving back my wife. Thank you.
She's still not convinced. After the reggae.
Thank you, Mr. Label. What else can I say when Mr. Label has spoken? But I can only add that we also thank Bayport for giving us our dad. Sometimes when I go to Bayport and I want to see him, I have to join a queue. But now I think I can just invite him to my office. We have a lot of family business going around. We need him. We need experience. We need his advice, his experience, and everything. So I can only say that thank you very much, Bayport, for finally releasing him to us. We are most grateful. Thank you very much.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, many thanks to the occasion of both of them leaving the company. I've never seen this in my entire life before. But tonight's celebration just reinforces two things I would like to share. One is what my brother Nana Sase has just eloquently rendered. That to walk, if you want to go far, or you want to go fast, you walk alone. But if you want to go far, you walk together. We all in life have that one person who has been planted by God in our lives to help us on our life's journey. The question is, who is that person? Are you seeing that person? So to this end, respectfully, I ask that you turn to your neighbor and ask your neighbor who is sitting close to you, are you that angel? Just please turn to the neighbor. Are you that angel? Well, I'll tell you, the answer is simple. He or she is that angel, just like any other person in your life. So as you live here, treat everybody at least with a modicum of respect and dignity, because you never know who that angel is. But ladies and gentlemen, the last thing this encounter teaches me is this: the hard work doesn't pay.
Smart work pays a little, but loyalty and commitment pay the most. As we go about our duties at Bayport, ladies and gentlemen, let's get one thing very clear. What you do is not who you are, but it influences who you will become. So give it your all, and God, who sees your heart in secret, shall reward you openly, like he has done for Daddy and our mommy. My name is Jerry Angelolo. I hardly do this, but ladies and gentlemen, I count it all joy to have been part of this great enterprise. Let's do this again next year when nobody is leaving, but when they return to us and tell us that they want to join us again. Ladies and gentlemen, right about now, let's rise to our feet and let's put our hands together and celebrate Mr. and Mrs. Bayport, Mr. Kofi Edu Mensah and Mrs. Angela Leiber. And so surprise for you. Please welcome our board chair as he showcases to you this big surprise. Mr. Kwampianim, it's all yours.
Hello. Before the governor left, he said he had cited the approval for me, and he sent word that they should just send us the letter. So, Ni, please come along. So it is with great pleasure that with us at Bayport, this is a big family. They've already started working together. So this is Ni Tete Amankra, formerly of Barclays, and now our new managing director. Thank you very much. You've demonstrated how much we love Kofi. And as Kofi and Angela have said, please transfer the love to Ni until he shows he doesn't deserve it. But so far, so I would like you just to say a few words so that they hear your voice.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to say anything tonight. I think the one thing I pick from all of this is just that character of family that's here, and it's so warming, and I'm looking forward to earn your respect, your trust, and looking forward to building a bigger and better Bayport, just like that dream says. I will need your support. I can't do this alone, so I'm going to ask you to come along on a journey. And like the MC said, hopefully a year from now we can have a party and say, well, Kofi and Angela, look what we've done. and I believe it will be just because the two of you set up a very great foundation. Thank you very much.
Now the dancing is starting for the young people.
Nobody go call you money. I can I wanna pass it to you, like it. Follow you, cause I'm in love with you. How you I'm talking? Yeah, I don't wanna be a player now. I got me Cristiano, Mr. Ronaldo. baby girl, go low, baby girl, go low.